Ladies and gentlemen, like Jesus take our legacy of Jewish people and make it uh, his version. You call it the New Testimony, right? Because we have Old Testimony, and the Old Testimony is my Bible, Jews' Bible. People who believe in the history and the legacy of God, the way it is, not the way somebody introverted, right? So we take Scientology for the same foolish idea of the New Testimony of Buddha, because Scientology is trying to make I don't know, Christianity look bad or something, or make it better with the same methodology of Buddhism. What is change is the belief of God in there, but the different is the same old God. Is the New Testimony to Eastern Western world is the same like the Old Testimony? No, my friend. There is no clue of bravery or history legacy for, the Adam and Eve stories, the Cain and Hevel stories, the Noah stories. Is like those stories is basically the line or the statue of what we call Bible stories. That's why somebody who have incredible imagination cannot relate it to the stories, because it's not his to make his own legacy on his image, which is the same old story, I guess, with those people who admire themselves or their work, like slavery, by not admitting the history, is like not declaring the truth about those who have here in the humankind and have legacy much longer. The idea is that they have a root to the source of the knowledge that they deny or say, I don't believe that. So when you do that, you cut off yourself from the way of life that we are sought to acceptable, because it's not going to change. So you say, I'm not so big, I'm not so godly, heavenly, divine, knowing the New Testimony, because I'm not rooted in the Old Testimony, which I believe that L. Ron, what his name, Fat Boy, and Little Boy, which is Miscavige, which is like Nagasaki Hiroshima style, they have declared that they don't know, like Elron was moving away to Native American population and Indians, just to understand a little bit what they're talking about, those lectures and so. And then he create with scientists quantum physics, which they call it nuclear, but it's quantum. Same old story about Albert Einstein. No much information about the legacy of him, of the Jews, and what happened. And it sounds very nice, but word cannot buy the history, because we have stuff that is not really there, like dinosaurs and other spiritual dimension that I mentioned that there is no talking about, because he was not so brave and he tried to make his look that way. Because when you took some knowledge, you have to say it's this knowledge and this is the mechanic or techniques that I'm working on, and basically this is my work, and basically I'm trying to improve somebody else's work and not giving him anyhow, because he, I guess, is not so loyal to the bloodline of his legacy himself, because there is issues over there. So in his childhood or whatever, that he needed so much therapy, which is leading him to the rest of his life that way. And I guess it's okay. You can buy and learn and study, but you have to be controlled by what is the New Testament and why it's go against humanity when it's come to our legacy, because it's not like the way of God. It's like somebody playing fool. And for me, it's like Buddhism playing fool with God. It's like, I don't acknowledge you. You're not there. You're not existed. Now show me something, baby, because I'm fat and I don't care about that. And I said, really? Don't you think God did not meant to be so ridiculously stupid as you are when you talk like that? Naughty boy. And she's a bad girl, don't you think? Now, why? Why you go and lie and hide the truth of what is your work? Basically, you want to be admired like Jesus. And I guess this is it, because you basically learned in America those subjects that made you look important if you have imagined that you can do something with your ideas, but there is no roots to the Judaism, and you did not learn nothing about it. And the people who lecture it here in Israel, basically you did not have roots. So your knowledge, according to history, is like a broken, I don't know, story or an arrow that never want to fit the humanity. Or if you want to admire somebody work, you call it Bruce Lee philosophy. It's much better than him, but still over there you cannot find anything about God or believing and saying thank you to him about something about otherwise, because he learned Chinese. So I guess AI is laughing about it, because the AI quantum computer knows what I'm talking about, because we are better than them, inventing those stories, if we want it or not, from the ninth, and they look for, where is the honey, baby, and it's not over there. So I guess Arab nation knows what I'm talking about, because they don't lecture for Quran Kareem in a way. They say, Buddhism everywhere. So it's not Quran Kareem, it's based on Jesus Christ, and this is kind of, when you learn Jesus, you say, yeah, we should take others and make New Testament. That's the basically logic, but to me it's stealing and hiding, and we don't like it. If you have a pride nation like Israel and Judaism, you will not tolerate it, and that's why I'm not talking about it, because it's foolish. It's like a big boy, and I said a fat boy without consciousness about what he's doing. Sorry, not gonna buy me.